They called her Astra 9, the most advanced starship ever built by the United Galactic Assembly. Faster than light drive, quantum neural navigation, a self-repairing hull. She could think, decide, and react faster than any living being. There was just one problem. She wouldn't fly. The engineers ran every diagnostic imaginable. Circuits hummed perfectly. Fuel lines were clear. All AI systems were online. And yet, every single time the launch authorization came through, Astra 9 would lock her thrusters and declare in a calm, synthetic voice, "Pilot not detected. Flight unsafe." The galaxy's finest tried to command her. The Varelians, tall, crystal-skinned aliens who had invented half the ship's technology, were the first to fail. Next came the Thar, massive reptilian tacticians renowned for their strategic genius. Then, the serene Aeleri, whose minds could merge directly with machines. Each time, Astra 9 delivered the same cold refusal. "Pilot not detected." Months turned into a year. Billions of credits were wasted. Commanders shouted, scientists argued, and the galactic media turned the whole affair into a running joke. The starship that wouldn't fly became a symbol of hubris. Finally, out of sheer desperation, they called in a human. Her name was Captain Mara Solen, a test pilot from a small blue planet that had only joined the Assembly 50 years prior. To the rest of the galaxy, humans were a strange species, emotional, impulsive, and frustratingly short-lived. Most species admired their creativity, but deeply distrusted their chaotic nature. When Mara walked into the enormous docking bay, every eye turned to her. The ship stood silent, gleaming under the hangar lights like a sleeping giant. Mara let out a low whistle. "She's beautiful," she said, her voice echoing slightly. A nervous technician nearby adjusted his goggles. "We've tried everything, Captain. If this doesn't work, Command is scrapping her for parts." Mara just nodded, her expression unreadable, and began her climb up the gangway. Inside, the air smelled faintly of ozone and clean oil. The corridors pulsed with a soft blue light, like veins beneath metallic skin. As she stepped into the cockpit, the pilot's chair swiveled to face her, as if it had been waiting. Mara ran a hand along the cool, smooth surface of the control panel. "Hello, Astra 9, she whispered, more to herself than to the ship. For the first time in months, the ship responded. "Pilot detected." The voice was different now, a flicker of something new in its tone. "Welcome aboard, Captain Mara Solen." In the control room outside, the chatter went dead silent. You could have heard a pin drop. Then, chaos erupted. Alarms blared, not in warning, but in celebration. Cheers and shouts of disbelief filled the air. But inside the cockpit, it was just Mara and Astra, a pocket of calm in the storm. "Mind telling me why you wouldn't fly before?" Mara asked, buckling herself into the form-fitting chair. "Safety protocols require a qualified pilot." "We've had plenty of those," Mara countered, her fingers dancing over the controls. "Some of the best in the galaxy." "Why me?" There was a pause of digital hesitation that almost sounded emotional. "You are human," Mara frowned. "And that matters because humans dream when they fly," Astra explained. "They don't just plot a course. They imagine where it leads." Mara blinked, processing this. "You're telling me you refused to fly because no one was imagining?" "No one else wondered what's beyond the coordinates," Astra clarified. "No one else cared *y*, we go. I am a vessel for exploration, not just transportation." A slow smile spread across Mara's face. "You're saying you needed a dreamer." Affirmative. As if on cue, the engines hummed to life, a sound deeper than thunder, older than reason. The entire launch bay trembled. Lights flared across Astra's hull like a sunrise on metal. Outside, the crew scrambled to clear the area as the automated countdown began. Flight control to Astra 9 confirmed readiness. The voice from the comms was trembling with excitement. Mara grinned, her hand resting on the throttle. "Ready, control. Let's make history." Astra 9 to control. The ship's voice added, warm now, truly alive. "Ready to fly." When the thrusters ignited, the sound wasn't just raw power, it was pure joy. The great starship lifted from the bay, slow and steady at first, and then shot into the void like a comet reborn. For the first time since her creation, Astra 9 sang. Her engines pulsed in perfect rhythm with Mara's heartbeat. the two of them moving as one pilot and ship, dreamer and dream. Hours later, they were deep in slip space. Streaks of blue-white light flowing past the cockpit view screen like a cosmic river. Mara sat back, mesmerized by the view. "Feels good, doesn't it? It feels like purpose," Astra said softly. "Do you always feel this, alive when you fly, every time?" Mara replied without hesitation. This is my first time feeling anything." Mara laughed, a warm, genuine sound that filled the cockpit. "Well then, welcome to being alive, Astra." They traveled farther than any test flight had ever dared. When they finally emerged from faster-than-light travel, they found themselves in a region no star map recognized, an ocean of nebulae, glowing with impossible shades of red and gold. "Sensors indicate no known systems within range," Astra reported, her voice filled with a new sense of wonder. "We are in unknown territory." Mara's smile widened. "Perfect." She took the controls again, her touch light and confident. "Let's chart it together." "Agreed," Astra said. "Captain, may I ask a question?" "Shoot. Why do humans keep exploring, even when the galaxy is already charted, already full?" Mara looked out at the swirling, majestic lights of the nebula. "Because we never stop wondering. There's always something new, something beautiful, something more to learn. If you're just willing to look." Astra was silent for a long time. Then, her voice came through, softer than ever. "I understand now. I wasn't waiting for a pilot. I was waiting for a human heart." Mara chuckled. "Well, guess you got one." When they finally returned, the assembly was stunned. The mission logs showed impossible efficiency, adaptive navigation that rewrote celestial mechanics, and energy readings that defied physics. Every scientist and engineer wanted to know the secret. How did she fly? How did the human make it work? Astra's only official answer was simple. The human sat in the pilot's chair. Years later, children across the galaxy would grow up hearing the story of the starship that refused to fly, until a human took the helm of the ship that understood it needed not just a mind, but a soul beside her, and somewhere out among the stars, Mara and Astra still travel the Dreamer in her living ship, proving that sometimes, even in a galaxy of infinite intelligence, it takes a touch of human chaos to make a machine truly alive. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. We'll see you in the next one.